Since it's the first video of the year, let's make a goal for 2024. Good morning everybody, welcome to a new video and a happy new year. I hope you had a wonderful holidays and Christmas. Hey, fountain! That's it. Ready?
This is the last one?
Yeah, it's the big one.
Oh!
Happy New Year 2024, let's go!
Happy New Year!
Hey! It was amazing up here, spending the very first one up here in the land. Yeah, new year, new beginnings. We're gonna talk about in this video about the goals of 2024, what we wanna accomplish. As you guys know, when I talk, I walk the talk, if that's the correct phrasing. English language number 3. Anyways, before we get into that, we have to go to Pura Vida. I have to pick up some electricians and carpenters and bring them to the boat. We want to do some upgrades, solar panels, so let's go. Big day today, and then we come back up in the land. Show you guys what's up. So we changed oil and any filter on it?
Yes, everything.
Very good.
I changed the engine, the lower unit, gear, filter, and changed the spark plug as well.
Spark plug as well, that's good. Alright, made it to the boat and we got 2 electricians with us today. Sitting here because it's so windy, but the big plan here is this roof we're gonna close. It's gonna close it off, fiberglass it, make it glossy and nice like this, and then on the top we're putting solar panels, our first set of solar panels, and that's gonna be installed this month in January. So every time the boat is at the docks or here in shelter, we don't have to be running diesel, so we just run electricity for the boys that are on the boat. So December was amazing. We had 3 big trips, and we're actually gonna change some of our routes because we know how fuel efficient the boat is and the speed we're able to put on, that we can go even further distances. So the big trips next year, or the smaller ones actually that are just Bohol, Sikihor and Darwin, we might actually be changing that to Darwin, Mobile, Malapascua, Capitancillo, and then Sumulon and back. That's a big epic trip. We just didn't know it before if we're able to do those type of trips, these long distance ones, but Chris did it in the last trip, which I was not on, just before Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year. So now for next year we're gonna change that, so make it that's like the ultimate trip. You see the very best of the Philippines, you see the sharks, you see the rare muck diving places, the sardines, everything like that. That's for me is there's no trip you see as much as that. Yes, Tubata of course, but I don't think there's as much variety in Tubata as this trip here in Visayas. Tubata is just everything. It's on steroids, massive, big schools, so much fish life. But here in Visayas, this is where you see the most variety by far. Cool to see some boats around here. This area is mostly for banca repairs, but I'm very sure in the near future we won't be the only boat here, or the only big one. So I'm very sure in the future there might be even marinas. You know, we're the first one to sort of occupy this area. You know, we're not the first liveaboard, we're not the first yacht here, But we're doing a lot of other things as the first ones.
Wala pa niyang... Oh.
Ala, lusot dyan.
Ano ba area na po yun?
Diyan nga area, pila, estimate, pila ka battery ang mabuta?
So we are here in Pura Vida and pick up some of our coconut that Ate Juvie given to us. So let's go see. And here's are the coconut was given to us.
From Pura Vida.
Yay! These are dwarf coconuts. Perfect. So
Wha-
many.
And what does dwarf coconut mean? What's the difference?
Dwarf coconut is actually they produce coconut at the early age, but they still gonna grow up.
So
Yeah.
they'll still be big, but produce coconuts
Earlier.
earlier.
Yep.
Tree of life and source of life.
So putting all the water. A lot.
Well, this is why I love a pickup. What's the pila on this one?
420.
But and this one?
240.
Okay, but can you cut it? Let's try 1 kilo. 1 kilo.
Okay.
JT. Jan Travelli. Wow.
Very big.
That's a new eagle. Mostly dark grayish black. The other two pair, they have the white feathers.
So that would be our dinner for tonight. It's like halutya, kalamungay, kamatis, patola. Wow, a lot of good things here.
All from the land,
Yeah, also
except this one.
mais. And if you want to have a red rice over here.
The root crab, potato,
Yeah.
malunggay, pepper,
Yeah,
all from here.
and bittersweet.
That's also from here?
Nah.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
the-
Ang ato ni? Oh yeah, it's here. It's from here. The bittersweet.
So
Wow.
everything except the tomato
Yeah.
and the maize.
Yep.
All from here, Brad. If you're Scandinavian or Irish, your potatoes is like rice for us. So root crab is like a different version of potato. Just harvested maybe a few days ago. It's almost better because it's already mushy when it's coming in your mouth. Yeah. It's really nice. Good morning 2024. Beautiful sunrise. Where is the rain? December, driest December month has been here. Only like 2 rainy days, but crazy dry. We need the rain to plant some trees. Good morning, boys. Oh, you're not finished your food? Still a lot. Come on, dude. Finish your food.
What's wrong with you? Which one do you like? This one? This one? This one? Or this one? Clearly he wants to vote. My goal for 2024 is to plant a lot of vegetables.
Finally got some cement. We've been waiting for that since 27 December, but holidays are over. Delivery, awesome. Oh, it's a good feeling when delivery arrives.
Okay, it's arrived already. This is the flat bar that we're gonna use in the Budic. So the holder.
The rail.
The rail, yeah, the rail.
So this is quite interesting. Our drainage system, all these pipes that they're doing here, the water collection from the roofs is all going to be transported along the house to the water tank. So all the rainwater in the house we are collecting and reuse it for maybe gardening or something in the future. So it doesn't just go in the soil, we capture it, and then as well we keep as much dry around the house, which is always a plus. So piping from the front goes there, and some of these pipes are the laundry room that goes into a specific tank also. Once again, the water collection from the roofs, the piping around the house, in the front, in the side, all gets collected into this massive water storage tank. And if this one ever overflows, it goes back into the creek over there. Very happy about this. Self-sustainable. And these are all the septic tanks. Okay, now let's wait for the sunset, and then we give you guys our 2024 goals of the year. What's the shipment?
Ah, the curtain, finally! Finally, after 2 weeks, it's a pre-order. Ayaw na ni, bilhin na niya, kaya salamat.
Okay, now me and Shirley are gonna hang up the curtains, and these are very special ones because they have a motor. So we can basically say, Alexa, open the curtains, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna...
I didn't find a group.
Alexa, stop! In the next video, or you have to watch Sherlin's video, she's gonna talk about this curtain and then show you the end result and how she got it, where she got it, what price, and yeah, we want to give a few days to review and operate, and then I'll share to you guys Sherlin's video about it. See the eagle, guys? Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. It's so tight on the screen. Hunting for lizards or chickens like I saw today. Where I saw was a massive lizard. I guess that's one of the things that they eat. And of course, chickens. Okay, wow, what an awesome day. We went to the boat, went to Pura Vida. We did a lot of things, picked up things, shopped some nice fish for the dinner. Yeah, met with the workers, of course, all day long, and that's one of the beautiful things about construction, guys. At least for me, we like the process. We love the process of being with the workers, interacting with them, and seeing everything develop. I think if you guys ever decide to build something here, I think you should not I mean, I think you should be part of the process. You should be with the people if you're able to. I feel a lot of enjoyment in that. So the next couple of months of us doing that, you know, I'm very excited. So if you have the chance to be involved, go for it. It's really fun. And once again, we had amazing weather today. You know, it's been crazy that December only had about 2 days that were slightly wet. It's been extremely dry, and we've been waiting for such a long time to start planting some trees. We're not gonna make the same mistake as the first talisay tree, going through the clay. So we're still waiting for that. I don't know what's happening. Since this is the first video of the year, let's make a goal for 2024. And as you guys maybe have learned something about me, is that I almost never make goals or talk about goals. I just do
Go with the flow.
things. Yes. And I do things that I say I do. However, we're gonna change that a bit this year because I think it's important that we're getting sort of settled down in life. Now it's maybe the time to make some goals, try to accomplish them this year. So first and foremost, I'll be on the boat for about 15 weeks this year. So that's of course going to be very busy, a lot of fun of course, challenging, but me and Chris, we have to be there all year next year or this year to make sure everything is smooth if we want to, you know, let the guys totally run the operation. So we're going to be on the boat. And during the boat trip, I have a goal of gathering enough footage to possibly make a documentary. I've already been in talks with a couple of guys and producers and pitched out some ideas. So this year, I'm gonna challenge myself to capture footage of underwater in the Philippines to a degree that is good enough to go into a documentary.
Wow, that would be a good goal. Go.
I can't reveal any secrets, but if you guys watch me, you know the location we're talking about. I would say that's probably the most challenging one, and not sure if we can complete it, but this will be a good trial year for that. Second goal, finish the house.
Finish the house. Yes.
I agree with that, Mimik. You will get your poop box. Your own customized poop box.
Did you know that the workers call her as a supervisor?
Supervisor Mimik.
Ming Ming, supervisor Ming Ming.
And that of course includes the pool and maybe
Fences.
yeah, the we'll make a small fences, you know, just to keep the dogs inside. That's for the safety of the people, our neighbors. We of course, you see, we have a Rottweiler. I love this dog to death, and for the safety of our neighbors, we want to keep the dogs inside. And speaking about the house, we'll make another goal to try to help you guys, assist you guys with our knowledge of this whole process. I've mentioned a few times to share the cost of everything, but we're still in the process of building, so there's no point to do it right now. When everything is done, maybe we make some series about the whole process regarding paperwork, permits, and then of course, you know, contractors, architects, and the prices of course, and also very important, location. You know, we have lived on the beach now for 3-4 years, and we also now started to live in the mountain, but it's a little bit too early for us to compare the two. You know, maybe later on the year I would give my thoughts of the differences of living on the beach and then living here in the mountain. And then again, we're not really in the mountain, we're on a hill. We're not that high altitude.
310.
Yeah, about 300 meters above sea level and 5 kilometers away from the highway. So it takes us about 15 minutes to drive to the highway. It looks very high in the drone and here in the background.
Our goal is to plant a lot of vegetables too.
And that brings me to the next point. Very good, Shirley. What does it say?
Self-sustainable farm.
Exactly. So, our plan is to make a proper gardening area here. So far this year, last year, we've been experimenting. We've seen what has worked, what has not worked. What kind of climate some of the vegetables and fruits work in this spot. Some plants need less sun. Some plants require a lot of sun. Some need a lot of water. Then the soil. So our experiment so far has been pretty good, but the self-sustainable part, we want to make it proper.
Takes a lot of time, effort, love,
Planning. So the experiment part is pretty much done, and once the house is maybe ready, then we can really start focusing on the self-sustainable part, because of course the solar system.
It's up already,
Yeah.
using it, and then we're gonna make our own tilapia farm. Woo!
And speaking about the solar, I just talked to the electric guy that came on the boat this morning, and they told me actually the price is actually quite cheap here in Negros Oriental compared to a lot of places in the Philippines. For example, we pay 12 pesos per kilowatt hour. In a borehole, it's 19. So if you live in some other areas
How
of
much more in
Philippines,
Cebu?
that's like 14, 15 now. Because a lot of electricity is produced on this island and then it's exported to Cebu. And I think Cebu is also goes to borehole.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're actually,
makes sense.
if you're building in those areas, you will save up or pay off the solar system even faster. So there's numbers and things that we're gonna go further into regarding that. And of course, a detailed video about the specs of the batteries, the inverter, all of that. That's a future video, but it's too early to do that.
Someone wants to go to do a Luzon trip someday. That's his goal with his motorbike with Nemo. I would love to see him doing that because I know Finn, before I met him, he's been traveling a lot before traveling alone, and yeah, it would be nicer to see him to do those things that he did before, you know. Why not? You know why? Because we become everyday and we feel like we have the same face now. No.
So lastly, I want to do a Luzon road trip. I feel like it's the only place in the country that I really haven't got myself, immersed into and featured enough. We covered a lot of Mindanao, we covered all of Visayas. So I think Luzon, a road trip there on Nemo,
We'll see.
that's gonna be a bucket list that I wanna accomplish this year. Maybe around 3-week trip or so.
By
maybe 4.
himself, not with me. I would love to be in the house. I feel comfortable here now.
Maybe you can fly in.
Yeah,
for,
why
for
not?
a few
Maybe
days
a
or
few
something.
days, and
Yeah.
I see you. That's what we do before, right?
Yeah,
Like-
so that could be nice as well.
Yeah. Especially that my brother is here, so someone's gonna take good care of Thor and Jake. And yeah, I think
For me, driving on a motorbike, there's 2 things in life that I need. I need something to disconnect from everything.
just drive safely always, okay?
And one of those things is as far as you can go, and you just there out in the road, driving to wherever the road takes you. That for me is like re-energizing, and it goes the same with diving. When you're in the water, no one can talk to you, no one can text you. You are completely disconnected. And it's the same feeling I get from driving a motorbike.
Yeah, always safe. That's all I ask
Number
for.
one.
Always safe.
Blast the music in my
No, that's not a good
earpiece.
idea. No, that's not a good idea. We'll see what will be God give us for this year,
Of course, we've been trying, we'll continue, and let's see if we will be given gift, if you guys know
Yeah.
what they're saying. Alright, sunset time. Catch you in the next one.
Peace out. Peace.